Right, let's crack on with Mean Machines. The world's best console mag, £1.75. Number 3, December. I can't remember what year it were, but I'll put it in the description. Let's have a look. This month's specials: Super Monaco GP review, Rare's Solar Jetman, 4 new Game Boy games, Pang on the GX4000, 7 pages of mega tips, exclusive John Madden's football, best console game ever? Nope, I don't think so. Sega, Mega Drive, GX4000, Nintendo and Game Boy, Navy Seals, Pac-Mania, free double-sided poster calendar. So this is the Amstrad Cartridge Power, Pang Chase HQ, Robocop 2, and Navy Seals. Yeah, Ocean. I remember Ocean. They used to do a lot of them cardboard boxes, didn't they? Ocean. I didn't like them boxes. So Pang, good game is Pang. I only ever played it on PlayStation. Let's have a look. Contents. Mean Machines December issue 3. Previews. Dynamite Duke. This new Mega Drive coin-op conversion is looking pretty hot. Check out all the juicy pictures and see what you think. Yeah, it should look alright. The scan is pretty bad in some places. I'll tell you where it is because I've had a quick look through it. Here it's not too bad. But, I mean, these are off my CDs. These are what I bought off eBay. And they're still not the best. But they're the best that I can find anyway. Games reviewed: Nintendo, Robocop, Solar Jetman, Blades of Steel, World Wrestling, and Batman. Sega, World Cup Italian 90. Reviewed. Man, this is going back some years, isn't it? Yeah, Game Boy, Batman, NFL Football, and Paperboy. Paperboy is a classic game. Let's have a look. So, editorial, the ratings, news from America, news from Japan, Mean Yob's mailbag, questions and answers, and tips. Helpline. Super Whopper Topper calendar. Make it hard and it'll last much longer. See what I mean? Now it's kind of, it looks like it's double these words. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. And then here it looks really good. So I don't know how that worked out, but here it's really bad down here, like double writing. I mean, you can still make it out. PC Engine suppliers of stock for supplying us with all the Game Boy games we reviewed this ish. I don't know. It's hard to read. That's really hard to read. But you can kind of make it out. Honestly. Yes, I don't know how they did that with scan. The ratings work. Here at Mean Machines, we are committed to giving you the most in-depth console reviews possible. Here's how they work. So, shoot 'em up, beat 'em up, sports games, arcade conversion, platform game, puzzle game, driving game, simulation, role-playing adventures. That's quite a lot of genres of games there, isn't there? It's good. Do yourself a favour. Slot these into your Sega Master System. Never played Indiana Jones. We played Gauntlet on the Master System. Can't remember playing Mission Impossible. Definitely played Paperboy. And I think Paperboy 2, weren't it? On Paperboy 2. I mean, first played Paperboy on Spectrum. Let's have a look. Activision. Go Nintendo. Rad Gravity, Mega Drive executive case. Fed up of wheeling your Mega Drive around to your mate's house in your mum's scummy carrier bag with Big Shopper on the side of it? Well, here's how to stop people from rolling about in the gutter in hysterics as they poke fun at your ridiculous sack, and instead swoon away with sheer admiration as you swank past. Get a Mega Drive carry case. I think I actually used to have one of them. They're only quite thin plastic. I didn't have it long. I didn't really take my Mega Drive out. Everybody had one, so we didn't really need to take it out anywhere. Yeah, I don't think I had it long. I definitely had one. That case. Some Sega stuff. Coming to a Sega near you very soon are 2 brand new titles, Submarine Attack and Gain Ground. Consoles we once loved. Number 3, Coleco. When it was launched back in 1983, the ColecoVision stunned the world with its, by early 80s standards, high-powered processor, big memory 32K ROM and 17K RAM, and graphics system that blew away all other consoles and many computers on the market at that time. I was 2 years old, maybe 1.5 when ColecoVision would have come out. Mickey Mouse, the world's most famous cartoon character, Mickey Mouse, is soon to appear on in a Mega Drive game, Castle Evolution, for that is its name. Is a platform-style game in which the lovable rodent is guided through screens and screens of hazard-packed action. Very good game. Very, very good game. We hammered that after school at my other friend's house. When he used to have tea at his house. With his mum, his dad, his brothers, sister. Yeah, we got quite far in it. I don't think we completed it though. Not at his house, but we got really far in it. Good game. Good music, good graphics. One of the best Mega Drive games, actually, that. PC Engine supplies. Sega Mega Drive software. Darwin 4001, £28. Altered Beast, £30. Forgotten Worlds, £30. Rambo 3, £30. Columns, Tetris type game, £30. Tatsujin, £28. Afterburner 2, £32. New Zealand Story, £32. PC Engine software. Mega Drive Xmas pack, $179.95. Postage and package includes Mega Drive, Joypad, infrared joystick, Dynamite Duke, or any game up to £33. Bimini Run, never heard of it. It's a monster. News. Fire Shark. So that looks like a bit like Godzilla. So fans of the ultra crappy Japanese Godzilla B movies will wet their necks when they hear this news. Japan's biggest monster is soon to star in a Nintendo and Game Boy game. So this is news from the USA. Fire Shark. I've never played it. It does look good though. It's a shoot 'em up. Torplan, the authors of Truxton and Hellfire, have just released a new game in Japan. It's another vertically scrolling shoot 'em up in which you take control of a time-travelling high-tech biplane on a mission through 10 time zones of mass destruction and mayhem. It actually sounds good. I might give that a try. I've never played it. I used to see it all the time in Swap Shop, but just never entertained it. Never. Nobody ever played shoot 'em ups when I was 11 years old. I only just got into them, to be honest. News. Super Mario World. With the Super Famicom finally released in Japan this month, it's no surprise that Super Mario Bros. 4 is the machine's biggest selling title. That's a bit blurry and all. Yeah. I remember that. Somebody had that on Facebook. It's a Super Nintendo built into a CRT TV. Is it a Sharp? I can't remember if it's a Sharp. The Super Famicom has only just released in Japan, and Sharp have gone one better with the SF1, a Super Famicom and television set combo. That's pretty cool, that. Punch in the Musha, an up-the-screen scrolling blaster which will be released on the Mega Drive in Japan early next year is Musha. It's a fast action-packed shoot-'em-up with plenty of super destructive extra weapons. The graphics and sound are both good, but there's one flaw. It took us about half an hour to complete the pre-release game, which we managed to get hold of. Hopefully, this will be rectified before its launch. So they used to get what? Pre-release games? What's that about? Did they used to have demos or something? I mean, you know, in this industry, like, did they get like? They must have got game demos or something. It took us about half an hour to complete the pre-release game, which we managed to get hold of. The pre-release game. Unless it were released. How did they get these games, man? How did they get hold of them, especially Musha? You know what I mean? I always wondered how they got all these artworks and pictures and stuff. Fantastic. I bet it were a top job. The Eliminator. Never heard of that. Is it like the Game Genie, the ultimate video game cleaning system? Actually, I do remember that. A cleaning system. I think it was just like a hard foam, and you'd push it in and out to clean your pins with a bit of liquid there. I never owned one. Right, Mega Drive review. John Madden Football. Never played one Madden game. I think I put one in once. I think my brother borrowed it, and it was like, you know what? I'm not even going to try. Never get into football game, these Madden Football. Like I said, I've not played many American sports, except for basketball. That's all I played when I was younger. John Madden's Football features some amazing music and sample sound effects. Who's responsible for this oral feast? None other than Rob Hubbard, a British computer musician who made a big name for himself in the mid-80s, composing a vast array of incredible soundtracks for C64 games. I think there were a lot of talking in John Madden, weren't there? I mean, who even played John Madden in England? I never knew anybody that played John Madden, ever, even to this day. I still don't know anybody that played it. On the road to the Super Bowl. Pass, run, or what? We got 95%. 95%. I mean, you'd have to be mad on American football to give it kind of score like that, wouldn't you? A truly superlative sports simulation that's both highly addictive and technically stunning. An absolute must for sports fans. Do you think he got paid to say that? What's this? Oi, I want your letters. The Yob, the scourge of the mailways, is back again, brandishing his lethal letter opener and preparing to answer all your scribblings. Mean Yob, what's a Neo Geo? Who reviews the games? No PC Engine? So if you want to read it, just pause it. You should be able to read most of it. Questions and answers, user friendly. It's questions and answers time with another mountain of queries for me to answer. How do you think them all up? Who knows, but keep on asking and I'll keep on answering. Except for Dumbo questions. Like, tell me every game that's coming out on the Mega Drive. Or, list every game on the Master System and how good you think they are. Sega versus Nintendo. Super Famicom compatibility. What do you reckon? Interesting questions. Where's Power Drift? Mega Drive versus the GX 4000. WizKids Games Christmas Hotline. UK Mega Drive and Japanese adapter. Or it might be the converter, won't it? Casino Games Power Strike Space Harrier. So these are tips. Let's have a look. Space Harrier. I haven't even got it. I have it on Sega Saturn, but not on Mega Drive. This is a crusty old cheat from Daryl Bomber of Yoxall Stuffs. But some of you might have missed it. Push up, down, left and right on the joypad to get a music options screen. Then a graphics menu should appear, where you can choose between man or plane. This cheat works from the title screen with the man and elephant. Golden Axe. Dead Angle. Never heard of Dead Angle. Monster World 2. brilliant game. Never completed it. I used to love the music in this game. That was a cheat. WE5T1. I remember that. I used to love this game. But Master System, this game was brilliant. Brilliant. Look at the sprites, the colours, the sprites, the movement. The fantastic game. My favourite game at Master System would probably be Shinobi World. Alex Kidd. That were brilliant. Loved it. I could never complete it though. I got to the last boss, but I couldn't get past it. I used to hammer my Master System. Completed Sonic the Hedgehog with all emeralds without dying. Yeah, that's another accomplishment. But I could never do Monster World. I used to love Wonder Boy, but I could never complete it. It just felt like it went on forever and ever and ever and ever. But I remember one Sunday, I spent about 6 hours in one go on Wonder Boy, on the first Wonder Boy for Master System. And I was so proud of how far I got. I were only about 8 or 9. I were really young. And I was so proud how far I got on Wonder Boy. I could never complete it. Such a tough game. Brilliant memories. Merry Christmas, games players. To celebrate the festive season, we've got together the very finest hints and tips from top consoles players all over the country. Or the Atari Lynx. Neo Geo. Brilliant. Never knew anybody that had a Neo Geo. I never even knew what one was. For all I knew, that were a video player to me. Thunder Force 3. Last Battle. Right. What a horrible little game this is. Still, if you've got it and want to get a little bit more out of it, after completing the first chapter, lose all your energy and die. Press A, B, C simultaneously and hold them down. Pressing start several times, you should now be able to choose your starting point. Last Battle is Fist of the North Star, and it got cut to death. I have it and on the Mega Drive, the Japanese version, and it's Kenshiro. And when he's punching them, their heads are popping off and there's blood everywhere. That's the Japanese version of Last Battle, which they changed and they cut in the PAL version. That's why it's so bad. Because they cut it and they took all blood out of it, and it's Fist of the North Star. Really annoys me, does that? Why did they take that out? Why? Right, I hate censorship in games. I mean, obviously, yeah, there's some censorship. There should be done, but blood. Right, Game Boy Master Karateka. I don't know what even that says. Castlevania. Let's have a look. To get a 1-up, ignore the first torch. In other words, don't whip it. If you then get all the torches after it, one of them will be an extra life, rather than a coin. Nintendo Life Force. I'll have to shoot him up that, ain't it? Revenge of Shinobi. A very useful tip we discovered while playing is if you go to the option screen, select 00 shurikens and then press start button as fast as you can. After a second or so, the two zeros join together to form an infinity sign, meaning you've got an infinite shurikens. 999. Could never complete Shinobi. Good game though. Really good game. Never played Shinobi 3. I'd like to. Ghouls and Ghosts completed this. Both scenarios. We're on the PAL version. On the PAL version through my Framemeister. I did it. Right, let's have a look what the cheats are. Let's have a look. Has found a heap of epic cheats. On the title screen, press the A button 4 times, then move the joypad up, down, left and right. A tune should activate, allowing you to do one of the following. B and start makes you invincible. Up, A and start starts you halfway through level 2. Right, A and start takes you to level 5. Wow. Invincibility cheat. I didn't even know there were cheats for Ghouls and Ghosts. Super Monaco GP. This isn't exactly a cheat, but it causes much merriment for those who like to have a good laugh now and then. If you want to see yourselves holding up your head instead of the winner's cup, press and hold down A and B buttons after you've crossed the finish line in wet conditions. If you want to see yourself holding up your head instead of the winner's cup. Come on. Right, Revenge of Shinobi. Graphics are brilliant, aren't they? We never got to that stage. Is that Scrapyard? I remember that boss. I remember that. That was really hard, that. I remember the really high jumps you have to do on that. I think that was the last stage we got to. I never saw that. That looks a good stage. Looks really good. Yeah, I like how they've mapped it all out. After receiving trillions of phone calls asking how do you get through the maze in Super Shinobi, I've decided to print this map of the 8th level, which was sent in by Terry O'Leary of Dublin. Good on him. So someone sent that in. Well done. That's really good. Nice one. The Tips Helpline. Hero Turtle Hassle. Yeah, that's the only Turtle game we played. Well, I played it on Spectrum. That's how... Yeah, on Spectrum, the demo. We got the demo. And it wouldn't... It'd like load up that and we couldn't do anything from it. On the Spectrum. I think this is on the NES, ain't it? Yeah, never looked at that going on Spectrum. Super Mario Brothers Cheat. I'd like to know how to get to the end of Super Mario Brothers and defeat the dragon. At the moment, I can only get to 8-2, but then get killed. There's no direct route to the end of Super Mario Brothers, I'm afraid. It's just pure skill that'll get you through. The only advice I can offer is to press A and start simultaneously when you die, and you'll start again at the beginning of level 8. Otherwise, just keep practicing. Mega Players. Play and Replay. The only official Sega Mega Drive. I actually remember that in Dixon's. That's what they used to have on show. You know, when I first ever saw it. And then in Boots, like in Boots Chemist, they had the Mega Drive, but it was playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to be glued to that window all the time. All the time when I was younger. You know, before I had the Mega Drive, I went mad for Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, I got it for Master System, but that Mega Drive, the memories, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant memories. The Sega Mega Drive games console is like that. So your converter, you got your Mega Stick, the controller, and the base. Sega from Virgin. World Cup Italia 90. This was actually a good game. What? 51%? We hammered this game. I'm sure we played quite a lot of that. World Cup. Yeah, because it was one of the free games, weren't it? I think that were alright. I mean, I preferred the other views, but I remember my mates used to love this. They used to love Italia 90. They used to love it. I mean, it weren't as good as Senni, as they'd say. I just didn't really see much in them. I mean, they just bored me. Most football games. But like I said, I did like some football games, don't get me wrong. But like this and Football Manager, they didn't do it for me. So overall, 51%. A very poor effort that's disappointing in the extreme. Get World Cup Soccer instead. World Cup Soccer. I can't remember which one. It's not really important anyway. But yeah, Italia 90. Rings a bell. RoboCop. Nintendo review. RoboCop is set in the future, and the city of Detroit is caught in the grip of a crime wave, the likes of which have never been seen before. The police force is now run privately by Omni Consumer Products, a giant multinational corporation. Actually looks really good. RoboCop. I only played RoboCop vs Terminator on Mega Drive. But I actually still got it. It's a good game. Now that is rock hard. I can only get to the first... Oh, what is it? I don't even know if it's the Ed, is it Ed 2? Ed, I don't even know what his name. Ed 201, I don't know. I forgot. That's it there. But yeah, it's a good game, but it's too hard for me. It's really hard. Overall 50%. A dull and frustrating game that does the original film no justice whatsoever. It actually doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Ed 209. That's who he is. Ed 209. Proper smart that. Good films, RoboCop. I like RoboCop. RoboCop 2 review on the GX 4000. Life is never easy for a cyborg cop having to carry out the fight against crime all by his lonesome. So this one got 74%, a graphical tour de force let down by an incredibly high frustration level. Yeah, graphics are really good. I didn't even know what a GX 4000 was. I've never even seen one to this day. I've never even seen one. Hotlines, Mean Machines, win a Game Boy, win £150 worth of console software, win a Mega Drive, win 3 games of your choice, win an Atari Lynx, the Commodore Amiga or Sega Mega Drive plus the game of your choice, or Nintendo Mega Turtle gift packs, or Atari Lynx, the fantastic Dial-A-Quiz Christmas computer competition. Answer 4 simple computer related questions, and by this time next month you could be the lucky winner of one of 4 superb first prizes in this month's Dial-A-Quiz. Welcome to 1991 computer competition. Example question. Right. In which game would you find Professor Elvin Atombender? Alright. Double Dragon, Impossible Mission, or Monty Python's Flying Circus. It's that simple. I'd have to go for Monty Python because I've never even heard of that professor. And remember, you can all enter competitions. You can enter all competitions as many times as you like. Solar Jetman. And this is on the Nintendo Mega Game. Wow, the old Spectrum Jetman classics were good, but for sheer playability, fun and excitement, Solar Jetman really stomps on them. Graphics look really good. Look at that. I mean, this is the NES. Brilliant graphics. The story so far, Jetman started out life in the classic Spectrum game, Jetpack. I think I played it on Spectrum. My brother might have heard of it, but I've never heard of it. Not on Spectrum. I mean, I must have been 5 years old when we had the Spectrum. I played the Atari first. That was the first console I ever touched, with the Atari, and that were in the old house. And when we moved into the new house, when I was about 5 years old, we got the Spectrum. Well, my brother got the Spectrum because I was too young. I didn't know what it were. I couldn't load it up. You had to put the tape in, rewind it, obviously, push something at the left hand side to reset it, type in load. I don't know. I was 5 years old. I didn't know how to do it. I just remember running Bath, and it would take half an hour to load the game. So while we were running the bath, the game would be loading, or we'd be having a bath when it was loading. So by the time we got out the bath, we could play the game. Oh man. 94%, one of the greatest NES titles we've seen this year. For sheer enjoyment, buy it. You won't regret it. Game Boy from Nintendo. Picking it up is the easy part. Digital stereo sound, personal headphones, Game Link for head-to-head play. A review, Blades of Steel. Oh, hockey game. Look at that. That looks really good. We used to love EA Sports in the game, hockey. And I can't remember what it was called, but we hammered that. I used to always get beat at it. I weren't that good at it, but we used to like playing it. So this got 79%, a fine ice hockey simulation that's well worth checking out. It looks really good. The fighting, yeah, I didn't like the fighting. Good games, they were good. You know, we passed hours and hours on them. We enjoyed them. I mean, is ice hockey American? That's a question. Or by Konami? Tokyo Joe. Console and Quest. Game Boy charts from the States. Bases Loaded. Boxy. Bubble Ghost. Castlevania. Cosmo Tank. Never heard of these games. Quirk. Lock and Chase. There's your poster. There's a bit centre of the magazine. Final Fight. Mean Machines. So what's this? Oh, the Super Famicom. He looks like Blanca, doesn't he? Good game, Final Fight. Never completed it. Never completed Final Fight. It's way too hard for me. Good game though. I played it on Mega CD. Never played it on Super Nintendo though. And I played it on arcade. And PlayStation 3. The Mega Console Book Volume 4. It was actually quite a good game on Mega CD. I quite played a lot of it back in there on Mega CD. Good game. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Console supplies. So what's this? The Mega Console Book Volume 4. $2.95. Display until the Feb 10th. Complete guide to consoles. Mega Drive, Sega, Nintendo, PC Engine, Lynx, Game Boy, Neo Geo, Super Famicom, GX4000. Gorgeous console. I actually do prefer this one than what the American got. I mean, what were it with the American design? Who designed that Nintendo, man? Strider. Over 400 console games reviewed and rated. Super Monaco GP Mega Drive review. Brilliant game. Brilliant. I remember first playing this. I borrowed it off my friend Terry. Yeah, it was 3-in-1. What else did I borrow off it? I think we're Alien Storm. This. And Streets of Rage, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. We're Mega Games 1, I think. Brilliant memories. What a game. 4-speed, fairly easy to drive, with 4 gears to hassle you about while you zoom around. The car has medium power. Let's have a look. 93%. A fast and utterly thrilling race game. One of the best you'll play on any home machine. Yeah, good. It actually plays really good. Master System games from Sega. So what's we got here? Super Monaco GP, World Cup Italia 90, Columns, eSWAT, Ultima 4, Aerial Assault. Do me a favour, plug me into a Sega. From Virgin. Mega Drive review. What's this? Arnold Palmer's Golf. Now, them graphics look really good. See, this were like a mature game, weren't it, for the gentleman? Look at graphics, though. They look top. They look really good. If playing computer games is Japan's national pastime, golf must be a close second. A bit of rough in the club. %. As golf games go, this is a very good example. Using big sprites, convincing graphics, and a variety of player moves, this simulates the sport very well. It does actually look really good. 83%. More fun than Bruce Forsyth. Better looking than Tarbit, and more strokes than Cecil Parkinson. I don't even know who they are. I mean, I've heard of Bruce Forsyth. Electro games. New in stock, Neo Geo. A PAL Neo Geo. £389.95. A SCART Neo Geo. So they did a PAL Neo Geo. See, that's new to me. I thought Neo Geo were just like a basic world thing. Kind of makes sense though, doesn't it, for regions? I don't know. A PAL Neo Geo. I never even knew there were PAL. Wow. I thought they all just fit. I thought they all just fit the same carts. I'm even going to get one, you know, an AES and then it with an MVS. Because I was looking into them years ago. And I thought, you know what? I can't afford this. Even now I can't afford it. So I just emulated everything. But yeah, it's good. I do like MAME. I love MAME actually. I really do. Right, what's this? The charts top 10 of the Mega Drive. Golden Axe. Revenge of Shinobi. Populous. What's that? A new entry. Populous. Forgotten Worlds. Yeah, me and my brother hammered Forgotten Worlds. Sort of rubbish at it, but we enjoyed it. He used to beat me at Golden Axe all the time though, the duel. I used to hate him at the duel. He used to do my head in. Because he'd always be the dwarf and he'd always get me. Always kill me. He used to really upset me. Golden Axe remains top dog in the Mega Drive chart for a third month, holding Shinobi and Forgotten Worlds back. At Nintendo, new entry straight in at number 1. Mutant Turtles, another new entry, Batman. Super Mario 2, so the Turtles has knocked him off. Hurrah, after 2 months of near non-movement, the Nintendo chart now has a new look. The Turtles zoom into the number 1 slot with their impressive game. Not surprising, really. Sega. This is the Master System, so number 1 stays there at Golden Axe, Chase HQ, Operation Wolf. We used to have Operation Wolf. We had it for the Spectrum. I'm sure it was for Spectrum because we had the Zapper as well. I'm sure it came out for Spectrum. The Zapper, it was called the Phaser. I'm sure it. Or was that the Master System? I'm sure we had a Zapper for the Spectrum and we had Operation Wolf. I remember it. Because I used to go right up to the screen and I'd be like that. It'd be really loud, like a Nintendo Zapper clicker. And it was black, like Phaser. That must have been for Spectrum, unless I'm dreaming. But that's the first time I played Operation Wolf. California Games. Oh no. That were a top. We hammered that game. We hammered that game on the Master System and the Mega Drive. Mega Drive review, Ghostbusters. There's something strange in the neighbourhood and someone's called the Ghostbusters, the only ones who can save the city from an epidemic of spooks and ghoulies. I have this on the Japanese Mega Drive. I've never played the PAL version. We played the Master System version and we were abysmal. We hated it. We hated the Master System version. We played it a lot, but we couldn't do it. We tried to, we just couldn't do it. So we never really bothered with the Mega Drive version, thinking it was kind of the same game. Were I wrong? We probably would have really enjoyed this when we were younger. We just didn't entertain it. Because we thought it would just like the Master System version, but with better graphics. But were I wrong? It's a really good platformer. It's a really good platformer. And the sprites are brilliant. I were really impressed. 80%, a fairly enjoyable license which should appeal to most platform fanatics. We loved platformers when we were younger. Kicking myself, you know, not playing it now. But we still played a lot of good games. We had a lot of good games. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of brilliant memories. Loved it. Loved it. Hero Games Bristol. Sega Mega Drive PAL. SCART. Review on the GX4000 review. Pang! Yeah, I only played this on PlayStation. My mate only lent it me for a night and he wanted it back day after. Probably because it's that addictive. It's going for a lot of money as well, this Pang. Good game. Really good game. It doesn't look that clever on here though, to be honest. I mean, what were it equivalent to? The GX4000, the NES, 8-bit, we're 8-bit. It looks it, doesn't it? 93%, a brilliant conversion of a fun coin-op that simply demands purchase. 2 players. Well, 1 or 2 players, $24.99. Lives 5, continues none. Skill level 1. Responsiveness, great. The graphics actually look alright. There's a charm to them, ain't there? That's London. Nintendo review, World Wrestling. What's this? Ever fancied dipping your toes into the zany madcap world of wrestling? Well, with this new Nintendo cart, you can do just that. Without the need to suddenly eat a massive lard mountain and put on a pair of ill-fitting girly trunks, Tecmo's latest takes you to the USA, where the sport of wrestling has a slightly more theatrical air. Indeed, most of the bouts seem to be scripted, and in each of the participants seem to be violence-crazed egomaniacs. American wrestling were brilliant. What were they, like 6'7" giants just slamming and bashing into each other? Who doesn't like it? It's gladiators, aren't they? Modern day gladiators, but they don't kill each other. Overall, 85, a brilliant and amazingly playable wrestling game that even surpasses some arcade efforts. Check it out, it looks really good. Looks really good. I mean, some of the games that they did, on SNES, on NES, on Mega Drive, and Master System were just, they just blew it out of water. It was brilliant. Mega Drive review of Hellfire. This looks like a side-scroller. Those double-crossing alien slime have gone too far. In a fit of ruthless destruction, they've completely taken over 6 strategically vital horizontally scrolling sectors of Earth space and fortified them to the max. It's down to a real hero to go in and clean up the alien mess. Never played it. Side-scroller. It reminds me of R-Type. Toplan's coin-op was simply superb, and I'm glad to say that this Mega Drive conversion not only captures the amazing graphics, sound and playability of the coin-op, but even adds to it. Grey import warning. At present, this is only available from Mega Drive software importers and is not officially available from Sega in this country. %, simply the best shoot 'em up currently available for the Mega Drive. Need we say more? Forward firing, rear firing, vertical fire, diagonal fire, super cannon. I might give that a try. £40. Out now. 9 continues. Your Sega shopping list. Sega Master System $79.99, Master System Plus $99.99, Control Pad $6.99, Rapid Fire Unit $5.99, Mains Adapter $6.99, Ninja, that were a top game, and My Hero. To love My Hero, to love the music in My Hero. I got really far in My Hero. I could get the furthest on that game. Proud of that and all. Brilliant. Nintendo review of Batman. Ever had one of those birthday parties where everything goes wrong? Gotham City's 200th anniversary festival has turned out like that. Criminals are in the middle of a spree and the city is paralysed by violence and mayhem. Batman. Holy console action. Batman on the Nintendo has turned out to be a real event with gameplay oozing from every pore. Do cartridges have pores? The graphics are well defined and rather pretty also. Does look really good. Look at that. The Batmobile. Actually, it does remind me of the Mega Drive conversion, like the gritty, even Mega CD version as well. Of Batman Returns, actually. Wait, Batman Returns? Yeah, it actually looks like Batman Returns on Mega Drive. And Mega CD. Tough games. Tough Tough games. Overall, 87% a classic license through and through. If you own a NES, you'd be bat to miss this. Master System review. Danon, the Jungle Fighter. Look at that, it looks like Rastan. Grab your bits. There are tokens aplenty throughout the game, and while everyone is worth snapping up, they are all guarded by nasties. Here's the list. Right. Feeling alone is something that happens to most people at some stage in their life. But for Danon, who lost all his friends and family when their craft collided rather terminally with the ground of a strange planet, this isn't your usual run-of-the-mill case. Raised by a local called Jimber, Danon came home one day to find Jimber duffed up so bad by the local baddie, Gibbous, the demon, he was nearly dead. So he went out to see nigh a holy man, or a hippie they're sometimes known. So he's going on a revenge mission, is he? Never heard of it. 72% a worthy effort marred by lack of variety and poor animation. Subscribe. We've had literally hundreds of inquiries about getting together a subscription to Mean Machines. Here are the reasons why you should subscribe to Mean Machines. You'll be the first to get Mean Machines. Each issue will be priority mailed to you, so you'll get it even before it's on sale in the newsagents. UK subscription $19.25. Brilliant. See, sometimes you couldn't trust the newsagents. Because sometimes they were kids, and I used to get Beano comics delivered, and sometimes they come ripped, so getting them delivered, I think I'd rather pick them up, because you just can't trust the people delivering them sometimes, because you get jealous. I mean, it's fair enough that everybody could afford the magazines, and I'm very lucky. I was very lucky when I was growing up. I'm not rich. We did work very hard, very hard, my mum and dad. Very hard workers, Constantly striving to bring you the latest in console coverage, Mean Machines gives you a look at the latest Game Boy cartridges. Heck, Game Boy Roundup, Paperboy, presentation, graphics, sound, overall 67% on the Game Boy. Oh, Game Boy, no way. Batman, 85%, NFL football, 43%. Look at Batman, it looks top. And graphics look really good. I bet it actually plays better than Nintendo version and Mega Drive version. A review, what's this? Navy SEALs. Nope, not a game about paramilitary sea mammals clapping and catching fish. The Navy SEALs are the United States Navy equivalent to our SAS, and they don't even smoke embassies. So this is, I've never even heard of this. Sealed with a kill. Whoops, guess who's made their game too difficult? There's no problem with a hard to beat game, but this Ocean offering's just plain awkward to play. That's a shame. There's a good game in there struggling to get out. Kinda looks alright. It looks a little bit like Alien 3. Didn't really like that game, that were hard as well. It's too hard. Too hard. They're just total mess. They're just a mess of a game. To me, anyway, you'd have to go this way, then you'd have to go that way, then you'd have to go back that way, then down this way, then down there to open this door that we're over here. I think that's what it was like with like Prince of Persia games and stuff like that. That's why I couldn't do them. I would just rubbish at them. Sega Crimble Comp. Look at that. That's the Japanese Mega Drive. Look at that. 16-bit and the blue reset button. And it has a locking mechanism there. When you turn the Mega Drive on, there's a mechanism in here, and it locks the cart. There's like two plastic arms, and when you slide it, it locks the cart. Gorgeous console, that. It's Christmas, if you hadn't noticed, and those lovely people at Virgin Mastertronic have gone completely and utterly bonkers and are literally throwing away prizes in this extra special Crimble comp. It's hard to read that because it's under the wire. I can't even see it, to be honest. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Altered Beast. That Mega Drive, what a computer, what a console. Tony Takushi console line. Next month, Mean Machines goes into 1991. Next month, we're exclusively uncovering a whole load of utterly amazing Mega Drive, Sega, Nintendo, GX4000, and Game Boy titles. Games that you simply can't afford to be without. What are they? Well, wait 4 weeks and you'll be able to find out. Also, Mean Machines takes a look back at 1990. The year when consoles really hit big. Mean Machines issue 4 hits the newsagents on January the 3rd. Make sure you reserve a copy now or you'll miss out. Preview Dynamite Duke. What's this on? Mega Drive, look at that. That's not Mega Drive, is that the Mega Drive, the heart? It's the year 2089 and the ozone layer is being destroyed by human excess, just like it is today. The world's presidents get together and agree to do research into making cyber-human beings, normal humans with special skins immune to the deadly ultraviolet waves. However, one of the presidents steals the plans and makes an army of superhumans with the intent of taking over the world. So, we need Dynamite Duke to go sort him out. That looks brilliant. I'm going to be looking this right up after this video. It reminds me, I've not even played Rambo 3, but it looks a bit like Rambo 3. Look at them graphics. It's either arcade or Mega Drive. But that, it's showing Mega Drive. It's Mega Drive Kart. They look like arcade graphics. That looks really good. Preview Pac-Mania. Never played Pac-Mania. Played Pac-Man. Just bored me to death. I hate being chased. I hate it. I've had enough being chased in real life. But yeah, Pac-Man. I can appreciate it, but it's just not my game. It looked good. I mean, to look back on now, I might give it a bash. You know, now I'm a lot older. It might be a pleasure to play. Because I'm an old man now. I'm an old man. So this by Tech Magic. Price to be announced. So Master System. It looks brilliant. Look at that. For Master System, that looks insane. It looks really good. Home and business computers. Air Diver. Arrow Flash. I have that. Axis. Burning Force. Dai Senpu. Discount consoles. They're really, really small writing there. Really small writing. Yob's Gossip. Yob's been sneaking around digging up latest rumours and scandals for your delectation. Delectation. I don't even know what that word means. That's even if I said it right. Like I said, I'm not the best reader. I'm not the best reader. What's been going on this month? Well, read on and see. I'm a little pixie. Bunking around Paris. Master Mix Video. Kiss My Sega. Cartridge Power. Shadow of the Beast. That's a tough game. I used to love looking at that game. I used to like playing it. And Chakan the Forever Man. Do you remember Chakan? Gorgeous to look at, but rock hard. Impossible for us. Shadow of the Beast. Yeah, that was tough. Chase HQ. Never played that. Robocop 2 and Pang. Special Reserve. Yeah, that Mega Drive. Oh, and Atari Lynx. Master System. See, there's a phaser there. I'm sure the Spectrum had a phaser. Please correct me in the comments. Please. The handle controller. Wow. I remember that. Wow. I remember that arcade stick as well. Is it a left-handed one? It looks like a left-handed one. Nintendo Game Boy. That's the end of it. So let's go back to the top. I enjoyed that. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I'm getting back into these now. I'm just going to do some more. I'm just going to put them all out, see how far I can get through before I burn out. But, you know, I'm really enjoying doing them. I hope you like watching them. And I hope we're bringing back some nice memories for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you're all alright. Subscribe. You lot take care. Bye, everyone.